Good official morning, you guys. I'm looking in the viewfinder because I'm still not used to filming quite a bunch, and I'm not looking at you guys. I'm like looking over here on myself. But good morning. It is Thursday, October 19, which means it is one day before we move. We move tomorrow on the 20th, so like literally one more sleep to go. And I would say we are 95% done packing at this point. As I was saying in the last clip, I really did put up the camera and just got in the zone and started getting things done. Plus, to be honest, it's a lot of stuff to pack, and I just don't think I should be spanning many videos over me packing up my house. I just wanted to like give you guys an overview of what was happening. So I think all the content of me packing so far is enough in terms of packing up the house, kind of. So I do not feel bad that I put down the camera for a little bit and just like got in the zone and got things done. Actually, we're not doing any packing of boxes today. We are just kind of tying up some loose ends, as we went to the city office just now to dispose of like some trash that the collection date have already passed, or some special trash that can only be disposed of at designated areas at the city hall. I am going to insert that clip right here right now so that I can possibly help another foreigner here. So let me roll that clip and then we'll get back into showing you what I have done so far, or what we have done, because Adam has been here all week and it's been a blessing to get things done this fast. There's just some information that I wanted to like give you while we are disposing of some things so that I can possibly help any of my foreigners here living in Japan that probably have no idea that this kind of thing exists. But as you know, we're packing, right? And we have come across a few things that like light bulbs or batteries that we are no longer needing, glass, cans, plastic bottles, and all of that stuff. And as you know, in Japan, trash goes out on a particular day. So plastic bottles have a particular day in which they go out and all of that stuff. But then some of the times we miss the trash day. For example, us, we have a lot of like light bulbs that we are no longer using, that have been out of use for the longest time, but we did not know how to dispose of them. We've always seen on the city website where you could come and contact like City Hall to dispose of those things, but we've always thought that it was gonna be just such a hassle to like get the information and speak in Japanese and do all of that stuff. And today we had no choice because we're moving tomorrow, and we have like lots of like light bulbs, batteries, glass, cans, and all of that that are not getting picked up right now because those days have already passed, and we're like, we don't want to bring all of this trash to the new place. So we decided to muster up the energy, come to City Hall and try to get their way of disposing everything.
Regular burner truck.
So as I was saying, you guys, like City Hall, what they do is they have different bins lined up at your City Hall where you can dispose of all of that trash. You have one plastic bottles, you have cans, burnables, plastic large items like this mirror right here. They have a can for batteries. You can dispose of like light bulbs, the bigger light bulbs, cans like spray cans, used batteries, glass. Yeah, I got cut off by one Japanese lady that speaks English, and she was like trying to help us, but we didn't need help. But that was so kind. So yeah, I was just trying to help anybody that comes across my video and try, like, you know, backed up on stuff, you don't know how to dispose of it. Check your City Hall, because more than likely they have the after hours reception service where if you miss can day, if you miss plastic bottle day, instead of having it piled up in your house, you can just take a trip to your City Hall if you're close by and dispose of them in the designated bins. And it's super easy because we were like super worried about having to bring all of that stuff to the new place, and then following the garbage disposal there, and we're like, we don't want to travel with so much trash, so let's just come here and find out what the process is. I'm so glad that we did that, because now we have cans, and we packed it up thinking that we're going to have to bring them to the new place and wait for candy, but we have now seen the bin to dispose of those, and so we're gonna go back home and we're gonna get the cans, and then we're gonna come dispose of it here. So if you have, especially if you live in like one of those Leo Palace apartments that like they're super small, you don't want to have backed up plastic bottles and backed up cans, you know, it's just too much. So check out your city hall. So that's a tip. I hope it helps somebody. Alright, so yeah, definitely check out your city hall if you find yourself in a predicament where you need to dispose of stuff but the dates are already passed, or you have stuff like bulbs and you're not sure how to like get rid of them. Check your city office. So let me show you what we have done so far. Yeah, this house is full of boxes, y'all, but yeah, such is life. So this is what the house looks like boxes are literally touching the ceiling, you guys. Like, it is so much boxes. That boxes are sky high, like so much boxes. And then obviously we're still using the bed, but in here we have all kinds of stuff, and like suitcases ready to go. We have the clothes storage thing back here. I can't open this door because the suitcase is right here blocking it. The nightstands and so on is empty apart from what we're using. You might see these things and have questions, like the clothes in this, and I also have another like clothes stuff in there, and things like these that are under here. These can go as is. The movers told us that clothes that are in plastic storage can stay in the plastic storage, so we're leaving all the clothes. And also you might be wondering about like clothes up here. Obviously if you've moved in Japan, if you've moved in Japan and use the moving company, you probably know this, but like the clothes like this, the moving companies, they do have special boxes that they bring on the moving day where you just transfer your clothes to the box. It's a hanger box, so we don't have to like fold these clothes and crush them up and do all of that. You just transfer them from here to the hanger box, and then when you get to the new place you just transfer it to your closet. So that is why the clothes are not packed, because they don't need to be packed. Out here the balcony is pretty empty. We're bringing all of this stuff. That's the stroller, the jumperoo we're bringing, and then the trash can. These are just some trash that we want to get rid of. But yeah, most things are cleared out. We still have like seasonings and stuff up there because like we're still using the cooking stuff. The desks are a little cluttered because I'm still doing my online classes, but tonight is gonna be my last set of online classes until Saturday evening. So I'll be packing up the office tonight, and then Aiden's room is pretty much done apart from his clothes. But like I said, these are just going to be transferred as is, but everything is off the wall. The books are gone. Yeah, the house feels empty. It feels bare. It feels like we don't live here anymore. Like, it's all empty. Still have a running box around here with toilet paper and just like extra stuff that we're going to take out of the toilet room to put in there. I also have another running box here with cleaning stuff that I am going to like put like the bleach and the washing powder as soon as I wash that. I need to run another load of laundry. I'm trying to not go to the new house with too much dirty clothes, so I plan on running laundry and then bringing them to the laundromat to dry. So to be honest, we are pretty much done. Like, the only thing we really have left to pack is the kitchen stuff, like the few pots and plates that we are using, which is like only what you're seeing here, and the office. And then tomorrow morning, once Aiden goes to daycare, we will just pack up his, like, what do you call that, toiletries, like his lotion and stuff like that. We'll pack that up and we'll be ready for the movers. Basically, they are coming between the hours of 2 to 4. So we have a little bit of time tomorrow in the morning to like kind of just fine-tune everything, but tonight is when we're gonna do the last bit of packing. Once we eat dinner tonight, we're gonna like pack up the kitchen in its entirety, put it in boxes. Once I finish my last online class tonight, I'm gonna pack up the desks, and then everything will be spick span and ready to pick up. And then, as I said, in the morning, once Aiden goes to daycare, we'll just get his toiletries out of his room, because most of the things in his room is going as is. And then we'll be done. It's been a long, how many days have we been packing? We've been packing from last Saturday evening. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like, it's been 6 days of packing. It's been 6 days of packing. And not only just packing, but also, like, Adam has gone up to the new house to, like, cut grass and do all of that. Thank God that I decided to like clean the house last week, so that this week I don't have to worry about cleaning at all. And then we've basically made it. Like, we're basically finished packing, because after tonight we're 99% done until the morning, and then we're ready. The movers are coming between 2 and 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's another tip, moving tip, if you're ever moving in Japan and using a moving company. The time of day that you decide to move, the day of the week that you decide to move, the month that you decide to move, the season that you are moving, are all factors that make up the price that you pay for your package. So just to throw that out there, make sure that you're asking these questions when you are researching for moving companies to use. So in our case, we had a particular budget that we did not want to go over, because moving can be extremely expensive in Japan. They have different packages and stuff like that you can choose from. As for us, we had the option of paying like 110,000 to have the move between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m., which would be ideal, because between 8 and 12, Adam is home. We just drop Aiden off at daycare. The movers are moving by 12 o'clock. By this time, because it's now 12:30, so by this time we're about done moving, and then we pick up Aiden. We could have his room set up, and then by the time we pick up Aiden and it's bedtime, he could go to sleep in the new house, and we'd already be moved. But it's 110,000, and that's over our budget. We were trying to keep it at 100,000 or below 100,000, because honestly, this whole moving thing, it's a lot of money. Like, between paying the initial cost for the new place and all of that, it's been a lot of money. And you might say, $100,000 budget, $10,000 extra. We cannot, it's not in the budget, okay? And we're not trying to like stretch way beyond our reach just for a time, you know what I mean? So we ended up with the package that's 99,000 yen, so like 1,000 yen under our budget. Which is like actually funny. 99,000 yen to have the move sometime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So when it's that long of a stretch of time, the moving company decides what time they are coming. And in our case, the movers have decided to come sometime between 2 and 4, and our move is estimated to take at least 4 to 5 hours. That's what they said, because also what happened too was we could pay 125,000 to have like one truck and many workers, and then the moving would take less time because there are like many people working. But as I said, we're trying to keep it below our budget. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna send one big truck with 3 workers, and they're gonna do like a round trip back and forth. So they're gonna take stuff out of this place, go to the new place, come back, pack up stuff again, and then go to the new place again. So 2 trips, and they said that will take about 4 to 5 hours. So if they come at 2, we'll probably be done at around 7. If they come at 4, probably be done at like 8 or sometimes. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna be a long night tomorrow. In terms of Aiden's bedtime, that has like, my expectations are so low for tomorrow night. It's like we probably don't even sleep. Like Aiden probably doesn't even go to bed until like 1 a.m. because the thing is, even though he might be tired because of everything that's going on around him, he might become overstimulated and just want to be a part of everything, that he's not going to be settled to sleep. So I'm just keeping my expectations on the ground, to be honest. And tomorrow we're just gonna work with the flow. We're gonna like order food so we can eat and not have to worry about cooking or finding pots and pans and all of that stuff. Gonna order some food and we're just gonna have, you know, like just go with the flow. One person has to be in this apartment and another person has to be at the house for the movers. So yeah, that me and Adam, we're gonna have to split up until the move is done. And then yeah, I'm figuring I'll stay at the new house, since as more than likely Aiden is gonna be up there. I'm gonna ask my friend to pick up Aiden from daycare and drop him at my house. She's so kind, she offered to even keep Aiden at her house. But I'm gonna have her pick him up, drop him at the house, so that I don't have to worry about that. God bless her heart. Thank you, Jesus, for just like working everything out for us. Like, I have to big up God. I have to really big up God, because it is only him that is making all of this possible. Like, if you know our story, it is only God. Like, God gets all the glory. We have nothing to do with it. We're just going with what God has orchestrated for us right now. I need to go to Daiso to pick up a few things. Can you imagine, like, I'm going to Daiso and I'm moving tomorrow? Like, I'm getting more stuff that I'm gonna need to put in boxes, but it's okay because I need it. Then we're also gonna do a little bit of eye shopping at the second-hand store, because there gonna be a few furniture pieces that we want. And if you didn't know, a lot of my furniture in this apartment is from Hard Off, and Hard Off is a second-hand shop. And I'm telling you, do not sleep on the second-hand shops in Japan, because you get good stuff for cheap money. Like, all my furniture, my table is from Hard Off, my cabinet is from Hard Off. Like, a lot of things in here are second hand, and I'm okay with that. So need to go to not Hard Off, there's another second hand shop. It's called Treasure Factory. It's more kind of on the high end kind of store, because I see them selling Louis Vuitton bags for like 99,000 yen, and I'm like, who is buying that? So I'm gonna go in there. I need to look for a TV stand for the TV for the new living room, because I am going to be cutting out the ghetto-ness that I have been living with for 3 years of having the TV on this bench right here. Because you probably don't know this, you know, guys, but this bench that the TV is on right here, it actually goes with our table. It's like the bench and then 2 chairs came with our table. But because we did not buy a TV stand, we did not want to spend money on a TV stand for many reasons that I'll get into in another video, just telling you how we started feeling more comfortable to like invest in stuff that we want here in Japan. But yeah, for 3 years the TV has been living on the bench that should be going around the table, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I need to go to the second-hand shop to like see which TV stand we like and stuff like that. So yeah, those are just some of the little things that we're doing today on one day before moving. So yeah, I'll get some clips here and there, and I'll probably turn on the camera tonight when we're doing like the last bit of packing. And of course, we'll be saying goodbye to this apartment together tomorrow. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Guys, we just completed our final dinner, the last dinner in this apartment. We had finished eating. It crossed my mind to take out the camera, but honestly I was just like focused on the food. We had curry chicken and rice. And yeah, that was our last meal in this house. Aiden had his last plain night in this house, in this apartment, and we are about to finish up the packing that we have left to do. So let's jump in. Adam is just going to like wash up the dishes that we just used, and we're gonna pack those up. So let me put you guys on a tripod and get to work.
We are who we are. Why don't I be me and you be you? We're spreading color around us. We're lighting up the sky, it's what we do. Try to express yourself in your own way, and we could have some fun. No problems coming in our way. I would like you just the way you are, and you would like me just the way I am. And I would like you just the way you are, the way you are. Oh. Keep on doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. We shouldn't care about anyone or anything that brings us down. We shouldn't care about anyone who brings us down. Doing what you do, doing what you do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, do what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do. Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you do, doing what you do, what you do, doing what you do. Do what you like to, what you like to do, do what you like to, what you like to, what you like to do.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new, even if we're staying back.
Guys, it is, let me check. Since my phone battery has died, let me check another phone. The time is 1:45 in the morning, and we finished packing up at around 12:30 to 1 o'clock thereabout, but we were on the phone with Adam's parents talking and stuff. So I'm just getting to pick up the camera to show you what we have done, but we are all set and ready to move. Technically it's Friday morning because it's past 12 a.m, but for us Jamaicans, until the sun rises, it's Thursday night. So we have successfully packed up all our stuff and we are ready to move, except for tomorrow. I just need to pack up the few baskets in Aiden's room. Let me hold the mic right here because it was facing the other side, because I wanted to flip the camera around and show you what was happening. And then usually when my mic is turned the opposite way, you don't hear me properly. So I'm just holding it right here so that you can hear what I'm saying. It's late, so I don't really want to talk at the top of my lungs. But the only thing that is left for us to do is to pack out the fridge, the things that are in the fridge, and then a few baskets in Aiden's room need to go in boxes. We need to take down the tension rods that's in the bathroom, but apart from that, everything is packed, pot, plate, everything. So we're gonna have to live off of Uber Eats tomorrow and tomorrow night, yeah, for the entire day tomorrow. And the kitchen is the first room that I really want to like unpack the stuff, because yeah, we need to start like cooking, because this week has been a lot of spending money on ordering food and eating out. So that's what's been happening. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you everything. And yeah, so let me show it to you. Let me still taking a quick shower, because we haven't showered since this morning actually. So since we're finished, we're gonna head to bed. We're so exhausted. I'm just taking a quick shower. So let me show you what we have packed. Alright, so this is it. The house is empty for the most part. The cabinets are empty. Up top empty. These are just stuff that we need to dispose of. These bottles, there's a water that I'm currently drinking and some drinks over here, but the shelves are empty, all the cupboards are empty. And then these are the boxes. So this is what we have going on. Oh my god, look at boxes, you guys. We officially have like a warehouse inside here. Like, this is so much stuff. So much stuff. This is what 5 years in Japan has done, or we have accumulated all of this in over the span of 5 years. But to be very honest though, a lot of this stuff we accumulated in the past 3 years of living in this apartment, because all our previous or 2 other places that we've lived at, they were all furnished. We lived in Leo Palaces and they came with big appliances and they were small, so we didn't need things like a countertop and, you know, stuff like all of this cabinet thing. We didn't need that. We had like a very small table. We had like a very small table that we used to use, but nothing like couches and desk for office and office chairs and all of that. And then you add a baby on that, and then you buy things like cribs and all of that stuff. So majority of this stuff we've accumulated within the past 3 years of living in this place. And you know what, it might look like a lot of stuff for a foreigner living in Japan, but at the same time, you do not want to deprive yourself of stuff you need to live comfortably, simply because you live somewhere that you think you might move. Because to be honest, we didn't think that we've been in Japan for 5 years. Like, if you would have told us in year 1 or year 2 that we'll be here 5 years later, like, we would be like, you're crazy, because that is never happening. In fact, it caused so much depression and just anxiety within me for a very long time, because it's like I used to be like, oh, I want this, but I can't buy it, because then what am I gonna do with it when I leave Japan? And it makes no sense investing money into things that I, you know, whatever, only to like get rid of it or give it away or whatever, because it can't move with me when I actually leave Japan. And what do you know? We've been here 5 years now, and some of those things I could have really used back in the day. And you know, things like even getting a license here and like buying a car and stuff like that. Those are all big deal items that would have helped us so much in our lives so far in Japan. But one of the reasons why we kept pushing it off was because it's like we were like, oh, when we go to the West, you know, we won't have to deal with a language barrier surrounding getting a license and doing the tests and all of that. You can get the test in English, but like when you're going out on the road to like do the driving test on the road or whatever, you're dealing with Japanese, you know. So we were like, when we go to the West, it will be so much easier, yada yada yada. We don't need to like invest that kind of money. We're only here temporarily and all of that stuff. And then what do you know? 5 years later, we have a child, and trust me, like having a kid in Japan and being like a mom, like your kids get sick, you need to go X place, you need to go Y place, you have a summer trip, you have to pack up with all kinds of stuff. Like during the summer, the other day we went to like this pool, and it was outside of our city, so we had to like travel for a little bit. And because it was so much stuff to bring, we had to literally bring a suitcase. Like we looked like we were traveling, and we were only going to a pool. It was only a day trip. So you know, like things like that makes us like kind of regret not like doing that sooner. It is on the to-do list to do very, very soon, because at this point we just need a vehicle. So we're finally like saying, you know what, like it will really help us out in our daily lives right now, and we cannot be sure of what the future holds, and it just makes no sense to just put off the things that you want and need to make your life easier and more simple and less stressful, that you just shouldn't get right here right now, as long as you can afford it, and just live your life. Because we're here planning and we just don't know, like we might just put it off again and then we end up being in Japan for another 5 years, and what do you know, the 5 years still pass and we still didn't have a car and we're still in Japan, and it's like, what's the sense we even said we wouldn't get a car, you know what I mean? So it's just things like that. So over time we have accumulated stuff, and more and more we're kind of like deciding between us that, you know what, like if something does come up in the future where it's a nice opportunity for us to leave, then of course we'll always consider our options. But nothing like that is like surfacing in the atmosphere right now. So it's like Japan looks as if it's gonna be home for at least the near future, you know. So we might as well just live our lives, and when the time comes, if we have to move or anything, we deal with it then. There's no need to put my life or our lives on hold in the now, just because 5 years from now we might not be in Japan. Because the thing is, we might be in Japan, you know, and the time is gonna pass anyway, so might as well just do what I have to do, you know. So that is basically our logic and thinking. So yes, we have a lot of stuff for being foreigners here in Japan. It does not matter. When the time comes, if we are going to move out of this country, we will find a way and come up with the best solution to deal with it, whether we're gonna ship stuff where we're going, which is super expensive and probably not the best idea, or you know, we sell our stuff, you know, whatever, like we'll figure it out. There's always a way to fix our problems, okay? So I have stopped myself from being worried about the things I have and how I'm going to get them to another place, or what am I going to do with them when I leave. It's like, when the time comes, we'll figure it out, just like we've figured out every single hard thing that has happened in our lives. Like my pregnancy was a surprise pregnancy. I was totally shocked and just sad and like worried about what would happen, because I do not speak Japanese. I have no family here. I have no friends close by and all that stuff. And look at me now. My son is almost 2 years old. He's thriving. I'm thriving. I now understand the system regarding pregnancy, childbirth, postpartum, child rearing. I have learned, I have gained friends that give me information on what I need to know and all of that stuff, and it worked out. So I mean, when the difficult situation, like when whatever is going on in my life, in your life, like you'll figure it out when you get to that point. But while you're not at that point yet, this is my encouragement to you to just live your life, you know. If it's in your future to even leave Japan, like that is fine, but live your life now, you know, because who knows, like honestly, we might not even be alive 2 years from now, so might as well live your life, you know, and buy what you want. So that's where we're at. So yeah, the house is packed up. Tomorrow we only have a little bit of stuff to do, and then we will be moved. So tomorrow this time we'll be sleeping in the new house. Exciting. My lip are oh my god, it's like almost, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. My brain is not braining right now. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed, and thank you so much if you have been following this moving, what do you call this, series. It's been a long time since I've been posting videos, I know that, but it is my hope with this new beginning to start everything fresh and just like walk into what God is putting on my heart. To be honest, I have a lot to like get you guys up to date with and all of that in terms of my mindset and all of that. But today's not the day for that. Today's the day that it's 2 o'clock and I need to go to sleep. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you of course in the next episode, and that will be the moving vlog, the official moving vlog, when we're getting the heck out of this place and starting in the new place. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel and helps the algorithm put my videos in front of other people's faces who are interested in this type of content. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about how much stuff we have, what you think about what I've shared about just the mindset shift around just living life. And yeah, let's talk it up in the comments. So I'm going to get a wash off. I'm not even going to call it a shower, it's gonna be a wash off. Like, I don't care if I'm nasty, and I really don't care. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Just I go like put some soap on my body and just wash, and I'm done and in bed. Like, if you don't want to sleep beside me, that's fine, right?
Yeah,
it's a shower.
Rinse off the soap, right?
Yeah, I can rinse off the soap. But me not like, honestly, me not even want soap up my rag. Me just want to soap up my hand and just flash out. Just flash out. I flash out style. At 2 o'clock, I'm not in no bathing thing. I'm so sorry. Like, if you judge me, please judge me. I don't care. But at 2 a.m., I am not about to do a full-on bathe. No. Lotion is in here. But anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. This is Anna, by the way.
Nice to meet you. A self-introduction.
I swear, you see when they come on the you see when they come on to like them hours at night here, and then time that we come alive, you know, like a pure laugh, like we laugh hysterically over every single thing, like everything becomes funny. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the moving vlog. Bye.